Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Danielle, aka Stitcherista here on YouTube, and today is Sunday, November 12th. So it has been a very busy week. I had two very difficult work days, Wednesday and Thursday. Whew, hadn't had some difficult days like that in a really long time. I have gotten some diamond painting done, though. I have gotten some stitching done. I have finished. I have purchases. I have gifts. I have questions. I have lots of stuff. So let's just get right into it, right? Okay, questions. First off, I have a bunch of questions. I actually printed them out. Oh, I forgot something. Let me pause. Okay, so the thing I'd forgotten was for the very first question. So this person said, I'm currently stitching Little Schoolhouse Pin Keep and I am off by half a stitch, excuse me, in the bottom border and now in the alphabet. I've tried to find the error, but I couldn't. Should I frog it or continue? Will being a half stitch off matter in the long run? Thanks in advance. So this depends. If you are someone who cannot stand being off, I would frog it. If it's really going to mess up fudging along the way, you're going to have to frog it. Otherwise, it's not going to be right. I'm going to show you one of my favorite pieces that I've ever stitched. And I was doing this, I call this my chemo piece because I was stitching this during the 3 months I had chemo. It was the most difficult 3 months. And this is Prairie Moon's Red and the Black 2. Right? So this fabric is actually much more brighter orange than it is showing in the viewfinder. I had this framed at my local needlework store, the Stitching Post, before they closed their framing department. I'm so sad about that, by the way. So this is actually stitched on Rocket Queen 28 count Joblin by Color Cascade Fabrics in Australia. And you know, this was like the perfect storm. I had ordered the fabric just because I loved it. And then Emily C. from Eclectic Possessions, if you watch her floss tube, she had just stitched this. And at that time, Prairie Moon's patterns were out of print and you couldn't get them except for a ridiculously exorbitant price. So I messaged Emily privately and I said, hey, can I buy this pattern from you? I really want to stitch it. Well, she was so gracious, said, I'm just going to give it to you. But not only did she give me the pattern, she also sent a few skeins of Dinky Dyes Turquoise silk. Now, the pattern, the silk, and this fabric all arrived on the same day. And I was like, it's kismet. It's meant to be. So instead of the red and the black, I stitched this. The accents are the Dinky Dyes Turquoise silk. So I will always remember Emily from this piece and be so very grateful. But why I'm showing you this, so I started at the top and went down. I got all the way down to this border. And I stitched the black first, and then I would just fill in the teal. So I get all the way like to right here, and it's off. And I was like, oh no. Well, I went back and I tried to find where my mistake was. I couldn't even find it. So I said, you know what? I'll go fudge it. So I did. And if you look at this, you would never, ever know there was a mistake and you wouldn't be able to find it. You wouldn't be able to find it. So this is one of my favorite pieces I've ever done. And I keep saying I'm going to take this to the Tangles retreat to do like, we do a ta-da where you show finished pieces. I have so many amazingly finished pieces that I know they would love to see, but I hate hauling all that stuff there and then having to bring it back. But maybe, because I go in 2 weeks. I go in the week after Thanksgiving is the winter retreat. So, but yeah. So that's a long roundabout way to answer that question. It depends. It depends. And I had responded to this person. So it depends whether you want to fudge something or not, because when I stitched the Primrose Cottage stitches, it was like the Halloween one I did. I had messed up where the cauldron was and I didn't tear it out and I just fudged it and it looks fine. Okay. Question number 2. Someone asked about my credenza. They said, can you order a credenza directly or do you have to have Facebook? They said, I don't do Facebook, but I would like a credenza. Unfortunately, yes, you have to privately message the company on Facebook to inquire because they will ask you for your address. That way they can give you an accurate quote for shipping. And I have their Facebook page linked in every video of mine in the description box. So my credenza, I want to say total with shipping was $362. That was a Christmas present from Bill last year. And because it was like $100 shipping, but it came perfectly packaged. I mean, it's coming from Thailand. I'm pretty sure. It's coming from a crazy far place. So $100 in shipping, not too much off the mark, right? Okay. The next question. I'm gonna have to pause again. I was not quite prepared. Okay, so someone asked, is there a quick way to, in pattern stitches, to recognize quickly if the pattern will fit on a piece of perforated paper? I don't know what the size of paper is and be able to pick a pattern that will not be too big for the paper. Does the paper have a stitch count on it? So all of the pieces of 14 count, the 18 count paper is different because I get that from Dutch Treat Designs and you can get a big sheet. However, if you buy the 18 count white paper from 123 Stitch, it is 9 by 12. And that is also what the 14 count sheets are too. 9 inches wide by 12 inches long. And you want to have at least one stitch border around it because you cannot cut it to where you're cutting into your stitches. The piece is going to come undone. So if you do 9 times 14, that's this way, and then 14 times 4, 12 times 14, that will tell you, and I did, I wrote her and I said, the pattern must have a stitch count that is less than 123 wide by 168 long, as you need at least a row for a border. So I was going to show you what a uncut piece looked like. I'm not even going to go get that. And I don't have any in here right now. But yeah, every piece of perforated paper is 9 by 12. So that's how you figure out if a piece is going to fit on it. Okay, next question. Someone said, where did you get your desk? I'm looking for one. And do you find it easier to diamond paint on a slant? Yes. So my desk, when I diamond painted for years out in my dining room, I had a drafting table that my dad had bought me for my birthday, and it was at an angle. I've always diamond painted at an angle because to have it flat, I feel like it would kill my back to be bending over. So having it at a slant, I can still sit up for the most part. The desk that I have right now, which is right here, when Bill and I were redoing this room, he was like, I said, I had the drafting table in here. And then I saw someone who had a bigger desk and they had a standing desk. And I was like, I would love to get another desk because the drafting table just wasn't cutting it. So I looked and I found a standing desk, but it was $400. That desk was $400. But it's made of starboard. And according to Bill, starboard is used to build boats. He said that will last literally forever. So it was worth it. And what's nice is because the back, you can adjust the back of it because it has a crank on it. Yeah, the slant. So I'll show you once I get over there to show you my progress on the diamond painting. But this was the best. Oh, I know why I wanted a new desk, because I was getting the credenza and I wanted the credenza in front of me. The way my drafting table was, I had the whole thing was slanted, and then I had a little side table, and the credenza was not going to fit on there properly. It was not going to work. So Bill was like, well, let's try to find you another desk. This desk is complete perfection. I realized that $400 is a lot. And if you get the black one, the black one's only like $200. I don't know why the white one was so much more, but I wanted that because it matched the room and Bill didn't care. So it is perfection though. And like I said, I will go into more detail about the desk when I get over there. But yes, diamond painting on a slant for me is the best because it doesn't kill my back. That was my last question. Oh no, I got one more. Liar. I'm a liar. Someone, I am going to have to pause again and go get 2 more things. Danielle. Okay, the last question is, what size light pad did I buy? Because I just got a new light pad, and did I get it from Amazon? Yes, my light pad is an ARTDOT light pad. It is an A2. And right now, I want to say that light pad is $60 on Amazon. When I bought mine, it was on sale, and I got it for 40 or 50, I want to say. Now, the light pad that I bought, it came with all this extra stuff that I will never use. It came with like a little lap desk, clips, all kinds of stuff. I just wanted the light pad, and I couldn't get the ARTDOT light pad in that size without all that extra stuff. And at that time, that light pad, that size, was the cheapest from ARTDOT. I haven't had a problem with it. I absolutely love it. I don't have to move the diamond painting anymore like I used to with my old one. I just have to move my chair here, over. You know what I mean? So yes, that is where I got it. And then I did have one more question. I had a question on Instagram. Someone said they had watched my metallic thread video and they knew I had the Rainbow Gallery Petite Treasure Braid color card. They were trying to convert a Mirabilia. So they gave me 2 numbers of DMC and said, can you tell me the closest colors? Okay, not a big problem, not a problem. But I wanted to show you how invaluable, truly, the color cards are. So I forget where I got this one. This is the Petite Treasure Braid color card. It has every single color that is made. And it's actual thread samples. So you can really go on there and look. And it folds up. So yeah, I want to say I ordered this from Rainbow Gallery directly. I don't remember. It's been a long time. I have had this for a long, long time. And then I started a new project, stitching, and I decided to change every color in it. And that's where this comes in, the DMC color card. And it has the real thread. This is also an invaluable resource because how I convert threads, like I pulled all the original called for colors. Total, it's only 8 colors in the pattern. So I pulled all those. And then I looked in here. So I said, okay, instead of the 2 greens that they had, I wanted 2 brighter greens. So I went and I looked where the greens are and tried to pick colors that were the same space apart on the color card, if that makes sense. Like if the 2 colors they had picked, I think they were like this, they were side by side. I moved up here like to brighter and I tried to do side by side. Do you know what I mean? Like the color saturation or the color value. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. But this color card, this was actually a gift from Margot at Christmas time. She got all of us one. And it's amazing. An invaluable resource if you were going to be converting colors, which I feel like I do quite a bit, or I'm going to be doing it because I love patterns, but a lot of the colors are just too drab for me. I want brighter colors, which you will see in a second. Okay, movies and TV. Watch the finale of Big Brother. That show is over now. Loved who won. I felt it was very deserving of who won. We caught up on all of our shows last night, Bachelor in Paradise, Golden Bachelor, those kind of shows. I finished watching the rest of American Horror Stories on Hulu. Loved them all. There were 4 stories. Loved all of them. I also on Tubi was watching the movie Showgirls with Jessie from Saved by the Bell. I can't remember her name. Elizabeth Berkley. I actually like that movie. That movie got really bad reviews and everything, but I like it. So I was watching that just for something to have on. And then on Amazon Prime, I actually started watching Melrose Place again. If you have never seen Melrose Place, It came on after Beverly Hills 90210 in the early 90s, and it was the show. And love Melrose Place. It's campy, it's a soap opera, it's good entertainment. And I've seen them all, so I don't have to pay full attention if I'm diamond painting or stitching. But then I watched two movies that I hadn't seen before and that were both very good. One movie on Prime Video I actually rented, and it's called What Comes Around. It's about this mother and daughter. The mother is getting married, and the daughter wound up meeting this guy online, and he comes to visit. And then it goes awry. It was good though. It was a nice little, it was unexpected what happened. So I enjoyed that movie. And then Jill had watched a movie called Locked In on Netflix. Again, very, very good. Twisty, turny, enjoyed it, highly enjoyed it. So that was all the movies and TV this week. Books, I finished the Look Closer by David Ellis. Holy moly. Such a good book. Highly recommend. Twisty, turny. I've even posted a picture on Instagram. If you think you know what happened, you don't. Trust me, you do not. And then I started reading Kiersten Mogdlin's newest book called Do Not Open. And I started that today. It's good. I like it. I actually bought it because she took all of her books off Kindle Unlimited. So I had reward points. So I think I paid $4.99 for it. Not a big deal. I have read 68 books this year, so I'm very proud of that. I had set my goal at 60. And last year, I had actually read 67 books, so I'm already a book ahead by that. So I figure I should be able to get to 70, 72 maybe by the end of the year. So very, very proud of that. All right, gifts. So, you know, I had talked about my Tarte burner, which, by the way, I will show you the Tarte burner I got from Amazon. But my friend Sandra messaged me and said, I would love to send you some wax melts. Dude, you can always send me wax melts. I have some on my Amazon wish list for Bill to get me for Christmas. And she even sent a little card with it, which was so beautiful. Friends make life more beautiful. And then it says, especially good friends like you. So Sandra, thank you so very much. Now, she sent me 3 scents and I haven't smelled them. I wanted to smell them on camera. Not that you can smell them too, but to get the true effect, I guess. So these are the Sensationals brand. She got me cedar and lavender, iridescent. Don't know what the hell iridescent smells like. And then bubbles. What does bubbles smell like? We're going to see. Okay, so let's smell the bubbles one first. It smells like laundry almost. Okay, yeah, look, okay. It says unbelievable freshness right there. Now on iridescent, it says spearmint and vanilla woods. So that's interesting. Let's see. Ooh, that smells really good. And it smells exactly like that. And it looks like these melted a little bit, but that's okay. I'll be breaking it apart and put it in the wax burner anyway. And then the last one, which I think is going to be my favorite, Stay Calm. So cedar and lavender. Oh, yes. I love the smell of cedar. Love these. Yeah, I put a bunch on my wish list that I want Bill to get me for Christmas because I now have 2 Tarte burners and they're the same one. I got them from Amazon, which I will show you, like I said. Okay, purchases. I purchased a Jingle Ball ticket. And you're probably like, what in the world is Jingle Ball? So Lindy stitches Stephanie. It is a virtual event. I'm going to read her little description. The Jingle Ball is a virtual event created and hosted by Lindy Stitches. 12 designers collaborate to make a cross-stitch weekend to remember right from the comfort of your home. We provide needlework classes, entertainment, stitching tables, and a shopping hall. So last year was the first year and I didn't buy a ticket. This year I decided to buy a ticket. The tickets are $10. I will link it down below if you would like to go purchase it. The needlework classes are more money. You have to pay extra. The $10 literally is like an admission ticket into the Jingle Ball. Really, this is the weekend where I'm at the Tangles Winter Retreat. The only reason I bought this is I want to be able to see the exclusive patterns that are offered during this. So $10, absolutely worth it. So, and I was talking to Cindy about it. because she bought a ticket also. And I said, I'll just check into it at night when I'm in the room on my iPad, because you get a link to, once you buy a ticket, you get a link that you can sign in. And there's chat rooms, there's all kinds of things. So I am very much looking forward to doing that when I come up to the room at night during the retreat. So the Jingle Ball, we'll link that down below. All right. I did purchase, so I had the big roller for diamond painting, and it was like breaking down. It was really squeaky. It was annoying. So I decided to order a smaller one, because I have been, before I peel up the mesh ruler, I like to use a little roller to go over the diamonds. So I got this one off of Amazon. Don't you love it? So one side is a little roller, the other side is a straightener. I want to say this was like 10 bucks, something like that. I love it. And I love how the handle is. It's very nice and smooth. You can feel the X's in your hand, because it's like all X's is the design. I love it. So I will link that too down below. All right, the Tarte burner. Actually, I'll take you over there when I show you my diamond painting. So yesterday, Bill, it was Veterans Day. So thank you to everybody for your service who was a veteran. And Bill was off work, and I was too, thank God, because the last 2 days, good God, yeah. We went to the big screen store because we're getting a new TV on Black Friday, and Bill wanted to look. But I said, you know what? I would love to go to the stitching post. I hadn't been there. It had been almost a year. I said, I want to get some fabric. I said, I want to stitch something on fabric again. And so the piece that I've been working on from Primrose Cottage Stitches, the fall piece, I wasn't liking it. I think it was the choice of paper, the color of paper I chose. So you know me, I am ruthless. I just threw the whole thing in the trash. And I said, I'm just going to do something different. So I started a piece last night, and I enjoyed stitching on fabric so much. I have missed it immensely. So the piece I am stitching, and then I converted all of the colors. Remember, I told you I converted colors. Excuse me. I am working on Primrose Cottage's Christmas alphabet. So this is all DMC, and I don't have them with me right here, but see these presents down here? I bought buttons. I bought just another button company buttons, and I'm going to use buttons for the presents. Red ones, green ones, blue ones. And I tried to get some that were this size, that size. So we'll see how that works into that. But the fabric they're stitching theirs on is a 28 count mushroom Lugana. When I went to the stitching post, which Bill came into the store with me, which I was surprised. I thought he was just going to be waiting in the car, and he was like, no. And he hadn't seen this store since they remodeled. And two of the ladies that I know were working there, Sonia and Diana, and just love those ladies so much. I got some fabric, which I'm going to show you, but I made a start. So I converted all of my colors to brighter colors. My reds and greens are brighter than what is on here. And if anybody would like it, I can give you my conversion. And this little holder here is from Modern Hoopla. And this is made to fit the Pip and Chip bobbins. She has one that will fit regular DMC bobbins, but I had asked her to make one to fit the Pip and Chip, because the Pip and Chip bobbins are a little thicker, and she did. And I absolutely love using this. So if I remember, I will link that down below as well. But my start. So you know I like 28 count fabric, and I will show you in a second the fabric that I did buy. But I bought a piece of 32 count. Why have I never tried 32 count? I actually really like it. And man, you cannot see, it gives such good coverage. You cannot see the fabric through the stitches. So here is my start. This is on Stone Gray 32 count Lugana. I started in the middle. Let me try to. I started in the middle so you can see I did the O and the N, and just a regular Q snap. And then I got this needle minder, I want to say from, I don't know where. It's been a long time since this is Rudolph. So yeah, I am enjoying it so much. I was really tired yesterday when I sat down to stitch last night. Let me see if I can back up to really show you the fabric. I love this fabric. I probably would have never thought that I would become like a neutral fabric person. But choosing fabric, you have to be very careful because you want the stitching to stand out, not your fabric, right? Unless you're stitching a monochrome piece, like something that's all in black or all in white. But with something like this, and for me, trying to find the color of fabric where white will stand out is not easy. This, the snowman and the candy cane, it's going to stand out. So cannot wait. Enjoyed stitching on fabric so much. And when I was talking to Bill about it, he was like, were you getting tired of paper? A tiny bit. I had stitched so much on paper that I was like, I gotta do something else. So, like I said, when we were there, I did buy some other fabrics. So I got a piece of 25 count white Lugana that was on sale. This is a 14 by 18 piece because people are stitching 2/2 on this, which makes it 12.5, makes it bigger, but I like that. I don't mind that. And then I got 28 count mushroom Lugana, 28 count ivory Lugana, and then new khaki. I really love that stone gray. I will definitely be buying more of that. Love, love, love that color fabric. And then they had like a whole display of fall patterns. If you do not have a local needlework store near you, you truly are missing out because it's so nice to be able to see the patterns and stitched models up close. Now, I have stitched some things by the Drawn Thread. I absolutely love their designs. They had this one stitched, and I told Bill, I got to get it. And I think I owned this pattern a long time ago and wound up selling it, but we don't need to talk about that. So this is Simply Autumn. And the leaves are stitched like in long stitch. It looks so cool. The effect of it is so cool. I love it. And they did all 4 seasons. And if you look back here, they all stitched them together. Isn't that so cool? Bill was like, ooh, I really like that. And I'm like, maybe I need to do that. Stitch it all together like that and have all 4 seasons. We'll see. And then Little House Needleworks has released a new free pattern, but you are paying for the threads, right? So this is called Seasonal Sampler Winter. And this was up at the counter. So I was like, absolutely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of their classic color works. Here is the, I love her stuff. When I really first started getting into stitching, before I was doing the channel or any of that, I solely stitched Little House Needleworks and Country Cottage Needleworks. Loved their patterns so much, the simplicity, the houses, the colors, love, love, love. So I will look forward to doing this. And again, this would look fantastic, I think, on like a pewter, like a light gray. I think Lugana makes light gray, but I just love that so much. And then, yeah, there are the colors. So got that. And that was it. That was what I got. So let me show you my diamond painting. Oh, before I do that, I know I'm all over the place. I'm going to show you, I did fully finish the scrapbook page for my fall alphabet. Now, I had trouble trying to figure out how I was going to display the scrapbook page. And I talked about it with Bill because I needed somebody to bounce ideas off of. And I actually went on Amazon and found Doodlebug Design is a scrapbook company. And they make this bulletin, it's not a bulletin board, clipboard that is made to hold scrapbook pages, like people that do monthly pages. I couldn't believe I've never seen this before. I want to say it was $18, maybe. I bought it and it came in the mail. And I put my 3M picture hangers on the back, and this is on my office door. So this is how I'm going to be displaying a scrapbook page. This is the page that I did. I think it turned out cute. I wasn't too keen on it when I first did it, but it's kind of grown on me. I really liked how it turned out. So this sits on my office door. And then when I do my next page, whenever that is, because I think with this Christmas one, I'll probably wind up putting it in a frame or in some kind of box and putting it on the wall. I will just take this page down and put on the new page. Yeah. So absolutely love that. Okay. So let me flip you guys around, show you the diamond painting, show you the desk, show you the tart burner. Okay. So here is the tart burner. $12.99 on Amazon. Love it so much. And when you turn it on, that little dot, this little dot right here comes on, so you know it's on. It's awesome. And then, like I said, you can just take this, put it in the freezer to be able to pop out the disc. Amazing. Okay. So this is the desk. Let me try to show you from the side. The crank is on the other side. But what I did was you crank up the back of it to the height that you want. So it has this little side table, which I usually will have my phone, my drink, the tools. Up here is where my iPad sits, and I will tilt it towards me so I can watch movies or whatever when I'm diamond painting. My credenza, so I wanted that in front of me. And then this is the diamond painting. So it's angled. Now it's angled so I'm not too far above the credenza. Do you know what I mean? I didn't want to have to reach over and around. You just want to be able to reach straight out. So I did get some more diamond painting done on Poinsettia Pixie. You can see I got this whole section done and then started over here. Now, the problem I ran into with this diamond painting, this is an older diamond painting from Diamond Art Club. I feel like this is before they changed the size of their round diamonds. The diamonds feel bigger. My normal mesh ruler, like the one I used for the long one, it's not fitting right. The black diamonds, like so many diamonds are sticking in it that it takes forever to peel it up. So I am using, I think, the 141. And I actually went ahead on Donnie's site on Drill Pen Frenzy and I ordered the other sizes of the long mesh ruler because I have some older kits. So I feel like I am definitely going to be using them. The right size mesh ruler, you shouldn't be, all of your diamonds should not be sticking in it and it being like totally arduous pulling it up. So that is something I'm going to deal with this painting, but that's okay. But it's turning out so good. The colors are gorgeous. I love the poinsettia. I can't wait to get to her face because my friend Dina completed this diamond painting. It looks so amazing. Her face is gorgeous. I mean, you can see what it's going to look like. Stunning, 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 stunning. So there are two more things that I want to show you, my favorite things of the week, but I have to go get them. So let me pause 1 second. Okay, I also wanted to show you guys that Modern Hoopla that made that bobbin holder also made one for sulky spools. So I have that too. I know I've showed that before, but I just saw it sitting over there. All right, my two favorite things from this week, my electric toothbrush. This is the Oral-B Braun one, and I wanted the pink one. This one was like $37. The pink one was $78. Why? Why? So I did not get the pink one. Let me tell you, if you are not using an electric toothbrush, you truly are missing out because when I brush my teeth with this, my teeth feel like I just came from the dentist. Yeah. So highly recommend, $37 on Amazon. And then the last thing, I am always looking for a good lip balm. And I like lip balm with some color. So if I apply it, it looks like I have lipstick on. But I'm also looking for lip balm that has SPF in it because I will get cold sores if I go out in the sun and I don't have SPF on my lips. My mom had this and I'd never heard of it. This is Revlon Kiss and it actually has SPF 20 in it and it was a 2-pack. So this one is crisp apple and then I had a pink one. So I'm going to put this on and it smells like apple. So you just wind it up from the bottom. You're going to see, I hope. Can you see the little bit of color? Yeah, I think you can see that. Yeah, I really, really like this. So I keep this by my desk and I have the pink one in my purse. But they had other colors. They had like a magenta one. I forget how much these were. Worth it to have SPF 20 in this. Love, love, love. If I remember, I will link all this stuff down below that I talked about. But okay, that is all I have to share with you this week. I hope you guys all had a great week, that you have a good upcoming week. We are steadily approaching Thanksgiving, which is so unbelievable. And next Saturday, I go to get the pink in my hair. Woo! Yeah, I'm gonna have like the front, all these pieces like bright pink. So next Sunday's video, you will see some changes. And I might get some blonde, some more blonde streaks in there. I don't know, but I'm definitely getting the pink. That's what the appointment is for. And what was so cool was on Halloween, my hairstylist sent around an email and she had 31% off of a gift card, and you could buy a gift card and send it to yourself. So I bought one. I was like, why would I not buy that, knowing I'm going to be going in 2 weeks and saving myself some money, saving 31%. So that was amazing that she did that. So next week, pink hair. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. You can see that the pink, though, it fades pretty easily. So we'll see how much that lasts, but that's okay. All right. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.